Yes.
Mr. Gallender,
Thank you.
What will you be doing on the bus tour?
I'll be driving. I just got my commercial license.
He gives rich commentary.
You have a Volkswagen. How are we going to fit all these people?
I drive the bus.
Those beads get caught in the steering wheel.
No, but you are actually the tour director.
I talk and I talk and I tell people things they shouldn't know. And remember,
some of that.
Right? Remember when I made the turn in North Pine Lane? I almost hit the garbage cans, and I came up by. Remember up by John Bussalone's house? Remember?
Don't believe anything.
No, don't let the beads get caught in the
As far as the
wheel.
bus tour, let me blow my own horn here, Colello style. Besides Audrey giving the general background and little insights, I point out what happened in front of Allie's house. And this is a driveway where Joe DeMeo took his daughter for driving lessons, and little stories and little nuances of what happened, because I didn't really have to see the show early on. I had lived through the 50s and 60s, so I was there when it was happening, so I have that first-hand recollection. So I was there, I witnessed it, like being in the foxholes of a war.
And you're telling the stories on the bus, so you're
I tell a lot about this area. Audrey, seated to my right, she knows about Bergenfield and the print shop and the high school and barging into people's houses where we almost got arrested that day. You want to tell us quickly where that lady had...
No, speaking of barging in, I'd like to find out where that jewelry store is on Frenchtown Road that's mentioned in the show, where they're talking about rolling a jewelry store on Frenchtown Road. I'd like to find. I like the investigating.
But mainly those railroad tracks. I'm looking back.
Yes.
We must find that today.
Album covers that show the Four Seasons, photo ops at the railroad tracks in Branchbrook Park in Belleville.
Really?
I want to find.
We're going to find those, Audrey. Audrey, we're going to find those, and also the cherry blossoms. That particular bush.
Well, Bob Crew lives right near there, and so we have his home on the tour. We have a lot. We have Joe Long, and we have.
But we haven't seen your home yet.
No.
Audrey, we salute you for getting this tour together. What would you like to leave us with?
Well, there's something about living history. It's history, and yet it's present. Because 3 of the original Four Seasons are still alive. I think it's nice to revisit something while it's alive and vibrant and organic. And I think that it touches a place for a lot of people. I know when I was doing some research at the cemetery and whatnot for extended family members, I found my own grandparents at great-grandparents, at one of the cemeteries in Belleville, because my mother grew up in Belleville, where Tommy DeVito was from. So, there's an amazing amount of connections that when you just do a tiny bit of exploring, though, people go, oh yeah, just like Jim Petrek was saying about the doctor he was going to, had the story about, the group. So I like the living history.
Living history. Who was that on the phone?
Joey Reynolds is a minute away.
A minute away, so we're going to catch him.
Legendary disc jockey, radio personality.
No. We'll fit him in.
Legendary.
Where was he located? Pause it so I can just...
Okay. Okay, guys, this is a wrap. Good night, everyone. Walter Gallender, Jim Petreka, Audrey Rockman,
Bob Massey.
Bobby Massey. Oh, that face. Thank you. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Burn, baby.
What was the James Petreka? Come on, Jay. No union. Let's show it in the middle.
The music started.
No, in the middle. We're stopped.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Thank you. Right here.
Let's go. And they would fight. Oh yeah. Every time. It's down in the yeah, the shit gets cash with the gun on. In those days you could get on a plane now. It's all the plane. That was the beginning of it. It's like the same thing. Yeah, right? You know, that show is very, you know, the show takes on its own time. It's not about a segment like the Today Show or those things. And if it did do that, I would be in a theme. You know, I'd be arguing about politics.
It's impromptu, it's spontaneous.
I don't want to do that. Even this movie I'm shooting a film.
I heard you took off there.
And yesterday, they wrote lines. You know, I have some lines there. And I got a couple of things that I had lived. So they let me run with it.
Still look
That was a good moment.
Still look good. Because I need security. I need jelly
ago. I ate it.
It's Dimitri Callis over there with the Greek.
He loved this song.
There you guys, great.
That's your picture. I'm giving it to you, Gladys.
What's going on? What are you guys talking about, huh? Ready
Talking
to make
about
this?
how wonderful I look for my age.
Do you know how happy we are that you're here?
You know how happy I am to be here. Bobby, who is much younger than me, you know, who looks more handsome than his father, God rest his soul.
Bobby, Walt,
But I love Nick.
Jim, all of us.
Nick was great.
Nick was the anchor in the store.
Was he really? What store? Oh, for Jim?
Store. No, in the story.
Story. Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear it. Martin.
Saga of the 4 seasons. The saga, right? The saga.
What a day. What a great group. Have a fabulous March.
They all were trying to be in charge.
This is the show. This is the show.
Josephine, is that your name?
Yes, Joe Shenman.
4th bus tour coming up.
When is it, Mr. Gallagher?
9th.
November 9th.
Yes, we start out from Yesterday's Treasures. Put your hand up here.
Joey, did you cover that on WR
Why are you
710?
yelling?
Because it's an
We have the
internal
music
microphone.
behind you. I'm sorry.
This is the way we live our lives.
Right,
We have the
right.
4 tracks, the 4 season soundtracks, all day and all night.
Bless you for that.
I go to sleep with them. I have an iPod with me.
Do you know how much we love you for doing that?
I wake up with the 4 seasons alarm clock.
How many people do you make happy with that music?
Told me a story that you used to play the hell out of the 4 seasons.
Somebody said leaving me out of Jersey Boys is like leaving Jesus out of the
Oh
Bible.
yeah, you should have been in there before the Joe Pesci.
No, not Joe, the black guy.
Oh,
Right. They better make
But
up
he
for it
served
in
2
the
roles. You know,
maybe
the
in
guy.
the movie they'll make up.
yeah, you should have been in there definitely.
See, when you make a movie, when a Jew gets his hand on an Italian project, they screw it up.
Hey, I'm
Every
partially. I spent a few years there. We're good people. Okay, what are you going to tell me now? Any new stories?
By the way, this is Joe Rolari here.
Joe Olaria.
Without him, we may not be here today.
How happy are you to be here, Joe?
And with them, we may not still be here today.
Well, thank God, right? They better tell us when the float starts because we're all finished, right?
You better turn that off because this thing's gonna move now.
Who was the one hitting the board?
No, you know that was Bob Cruz. Bob bought very expensive clothes, although he had no money. They used to take beer bottles as a fashionable Scotch at the time. she would go out and get the house brand, put it in the J&B or something like we were having expensive people who owned the radio and the TV. And they filmed an hour-and-a-half special with Tracy Day, Diane Renee,